Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of the Custom Lobby. I'm your host, JT, and with me, as per usual, are Justin and Tyler. Today is going to be a rant filled episode. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite video game franchises, specifically Halo, Fallout, and Mass Effect. Tyler was on vacation, so we didn't get to react to this one immediately, but he just got back, and we're pretty excited and happy to talk about these games because Tyler's a big fan of some of these. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
uh,
He's
no, Tyler,
he's at
welcome
least
back,
touched
sir.
all three of these games. So
Yes.
At least played them at least once.
yeah,
Yeah, but he definitely has probably you have the most experience with Halo, I would say, right?
Yeah, that's the one I've probably played, yeah, definitely the most of,
Yeah. And I think
sure.
we're going to start off with Halo, the one that I think a lot of us have a lot more kind of experience overall. But and
Mhm.
one I'm looking forward to the most. So recently at I believe Halo World Championships, um, Halo Studios, I was about to call them 343, but they rebranded. They
again.
announced at Yeah, I know. They rebranded again. Um, and they announced a Halo campaign evolved, which is going to be a full-on remake of the Halo Combat Evolved game, which is the first one. But what's interesting about this title is that it is not only a remake in the Unreal Engine, but they'll be adding a couple new missions. They'll be adding new guns, and also the fact that it will be appearing on PlayStation for the first time ever. We're living in an alternate universe, gentlemen. But Halo on PlayStation, it is official since the reveal of this game. And it's been causing a stir, to say the least. A lot of people excited. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are indifferent. But what do you guys think about it going to PlayStation?
I mean, I don't know, I kinda have mixed feelings about Halo overall today.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess they can, but I think overall Microsoft is just kind of on a trend of giving us less of a reason of why we wanna play on their systems. Because
Yeah.
it used to like, at least the last couple of years, like, Halo was the reason that you wanted an Xbox, really, because
Hmm.
PlayStation had a lot of exclusives, yeah, but you had a lot of games that were you could play on several consoles or PC, and they were cross-platform. And now, if Halo's not even on Xbox, or if it's on PlayStation now, like, what's the point? Like, you might as well just keep your PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And Justin, I know you're a big proponent of let everyone be able to play games. And while I understand that sentiment and I do like accessibility for a bunch of people to play all sorts of games, I've been playing Halo since day one. And like Tyler kind of said, it just has a special place in my heart. It's associated with Xbox. So for me, it's just so strange seeing it on the opposing platform. I don't even play on Xbox anymore, so technically it doesn't really affect me, but I understand why Xbox fans might be a little bit upset because they own an Xbox, they kind of want they need reasons to play. And as of right now, I'd say the service for Xbox Live isn't all that good in comparison to others, like, say Steam, PlayStation, and
mhm.
arguably even Nintendo, honestly. But Halo moving to PlayStation, it's just kind of like n- every Xbox game, I guess, will come to all platforms, good for good or bad. But I've
Yeah.
been playing Halo since I was 4 years old. So I've been playing it since Combat Evolved, the very first one. I played every title, hundreds of hours. I'm a Halo nerd. I'm a Halo enthusiast, and I've I like to compare Halo to Star Wars. Tyler, do you think that's a fair comparison? They have the original
You
trilogy.
have I've seen your
Yeah.
house. You have all the all the nerdy Master Chief stuff, like, on shelves and stuff.
Nerd.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I compare it to Star Wars because you have the original saga, or in this case, you have the original trilogy. You have Halo 1 through 3, and you even have Halo Reach, which is like Rogue One, right? You have these really awesome Star Wars movies, but then after that, you got Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, which are basically the sequels reincarnated, at least in video
That's a
game
pretty
form.
good
Yeah.
analogy. I hadn't really thought about it like that. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
and the Halo 1 through Reach, right? Those games were made by Bungie, while Halo 4 through Infinite were 343, as well as for Star Wars it'd be 1 through 6, and that would be George under the George Lucas umbrella, while the sequels were obviously by Disney. And kind of like the sequels, I feel like the quality of these games have also declined severely, and there's multiple reasons to it, but a lot of people are concerned with Halo Campaign Evolved because it not only does it kind of look different artistic style wise, but like gameplay wise and sound wise and just overall it just looks and feels different, not just because it's on Unreal Engine, but because Halo Studios kind of has like a different vision for it. Like the designs for the
Mhm.
elites, for example, the designs for the Covenant, they look more like the current games more so than the Bungie games, and a lot of people are kind of nitpicking a little bit. I know, Justin, I know you're very particular when it comes to like Fallout designs, how it was how original things look compared to how Bethesda makes it.
Yeah.
Um how much does that kind of thing like bother you? I mean,
Well,
I we've talked about it a little bit, but
just to preface, because I kind of have a lot to cover. But like, as you know, I'm no stranger to like being an advocate for gatekeeping. I actually think gatekeeping can be positive, right? And so, like, first of all, touching on what you said about like the game going to PlayStation, like,
yeah.
I think it's like one of those things where, like, trying to tread carefully here. Believe it or not, I'm not opposed to offending anybody, but for this one, I'll tread a little carefully because I actually am a little excited for this Halo game, because it's
Yeah.
like the reason I don't play. I like to play games like in release order, you know, and I also
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of similar to you in that aspect, and I actually tried to play Halo Combat Evolved. And I'm no stranger to playing old games. Like, I play Fallout 1 and 2, and this might even just sound like hypocritical to somebody even listening to it, and I'm fully aware of that. But like, I just could not play Halo Combat Evolved, the control scheme. Like, playing first person shooters that are that old on PC is just like actually a slog. It's just a chore, right? But like playing something like Fallout, which was a top down tactics based game, is much easier to digest, and it's much easier to set up on a modern system. It's just games that old.
Mhm.
Um, until they had like the Master Chief Collection, there was really no way to play Combat Evolved without like going into your system files and like
Yeah.
editing them to get the game to run. So it was just a huge
Yeah.
hassle to play until then, and I just haven't picked it up since. But now that this is coming out, I'm like excited because I can like maybe actually dip my toes into the franchise. Because Halo 2 came out in a time period when like Windows as an operating system was much more sophisticated. So like that game still runs pretty well even on modern machines. But like Halo Combat Evolved is so old that it's like getting it to run, like the OG version of it is like trying to get a lemon to start, like an old car, and you're like,
Yeah.
I can only get it
Yeah.
so far. So like, for someone who has never really been like a super big console fiend, this is like a good. I have no complaints here, but like, I'm not gonna just like brush aside people's complaints, because like I complain about my favorite franchises getting shafted all the time.
That's
So
so interesting you say it like that, because I is like, I could replay Halo 1 and just be like, "Oh, yeah, I remember this," and, like, just kinda revert back to how I played it, like, as a kid,
yeah, there's
rather than,
nostalgia
like
factor for you, just like how there's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
nostalgia
so
factor for me playing Fallout. And like, I know this is kind of like, some people consider this kind of pretentious. I actually get mad at Aaron when he doesn't want to try the things that I want to try, for the same reason that I'm about to be like, because I understand
Yeah.
it, and I
Mm,
can sometimes overcome it. Like with Mass Effect 1, that was a barrier for me back in the day. I was like, this game
Yeah.
is a fucking slog fest. But then I got through it, and it ended up being like a really good choice. And I know that's like gonna be the same thing for Halo if I
Yeah.
actually just freaking deep dive it.
Yeah,
But
everyone,
mhm.
I'm
yeah,
gonna try to get on a play Chief Collection before this happens because all the games on there are
yeah,
legendary
we'll play
except
the
for maybe
OGs
Halo 4.
before the remake for sure. I want to be
Yeah.
able to give like an honest take on both when they actually come out. But I'm being a little softer on this because, like, again, I think that the console like battle is just super silly. It's 2025, guys. I know it's a tired thing to say,
Yeah.
but it's like we live in an era now where everything is interconnected. And Xbox, I feel like, is seeing the writing on the wall. They have, like you were saying, they haven't produced anything really good for their console in like almost a decade, bro. So it's like
Yeah.
they kind
It
of
makes
have to
sense.
branch out to this
Yeah.
this. And when you look at their new hardware coming out, you can tell they're going more of like a portable, cheaper, affordable, a portable, cheaper, and affordable like pre-built PC as marketed as a console. And so like
Yeah.
if they're already doing that with their hardware, the next logical step would be like, well, why are we limiting our game to like one platform?
Yeah.
It's like that's what everyone, like Nintendo and PlayStation to PC gamers, I wouldn't say as a whole, but like there's a large cohort of us that like really dislike Sony and Nintendo because they gatekeep their games so hard. And like again, I'm not saying that gatekeeping is always a bad thing. It's a good thing for business. It's a good thing for like keeping people, who ruin your fandoms at bay. Sometimes I think it's a viable strategy for like, like, do we do a little cyberbullying? Is the way I like to put it,
Yeah.
respectfully. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't, and it can be taken too far. But in this case, I think it's like if Xbox doesn't evolve, pun intended, with their campaign evolved, then like
Yeah.
they're gonna lose to Sony
Yeah.
because Sony makes better console exclusives, and they can get away with it because everybody knows like, oh yeah, if I get a PlayStation, I'm still gonna get quality content. But like Tyler said, if you get an Xbox, you're not getting quality content. So it's
Not
like
at
in
all.
order
So,
for them to make
yeah.
money, they have to go to as many pockets as possible, and that includes like selling it on PlayStation. So it's like from a
Yeah.
logic perspective, I can see why they did it, but like I don't
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
like it. I still don't like it. I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah. No, I totally
No,
agree with you. It's
but I kind of
necessary.
agree with that because
Yeah.
I don't because for them they're like, okay, well, how do we keep our company afloat? It's like, well, we can branch out to people who
When was the last
aren't
good
already
Halo game?
customers.
Like 7 years ago? Because the most recent one, people didn't like it that much, right? So it's like
N Yeah, no, it started off pretty strong, but then
Halo
they didn't
Infinite.
have yeah, it didn't have content, the live service aspect of it really stunk, and they took forever to release
I played a
new
couple of
new
games with
stuff.
you guys, and I even
Yeah,
remember going into the shooting range to try and learn how to play the game, and I didn't like it that much.
yeah, so I think a lot of people
I
agree that the
I had
gameplay was
fun.
solid.
I
Yeah,
played it a lot
the the
actually.
the gameplay was solid. It's just the live service aspect, the lack of
Yeah,
content, the fact that it was free to play, it had all the trappings of disgust. Like it
Yeah.
just it reeked, and the fact that they took forever to release it. One of the main reasons why is because they hired contractors to work on their Halo engine, right? So it's not like an engine that people are familiar with like Unreal. So they hired contractors to basically like learn how to add content to the game, but then they would always get new people and then the process would take forever for them to learn and then to add the stuff and then they would always contract more people for other
Wait,
things.
so they had
It was
like
just a
paid
whole mess.
modders,
I don't know
basically?
about paid I don't know about paid modders, but they would always get people to kind of help with the live service factor, but it would be
Mm,
hard for people to adjust because nobody uses this engine except for
yeah.
Halo people. So it was just a mess all around and
Bethesda and Creation Engine.
yeah, yeah. But
We'll get to
anyways,
them soon.
yeah, yeah. Oh, soon enough, right? But yeah, it's just been a complete mess for Halo, and oh my
I don't
god,
think
yeah.
this is the
So
worst thing they could have announced. Is basically my TLDR. If you want to skip the
yeah,
last 10 minutes.
yeah, for sure. No, I have my concerns with this. I mean, I think okay, as far as your point about how Xbox needs to make this move because they're losing competitively. I totally agree. It's a necessity. While we might not agree with it, like that's just how it
They
is.
are definitely, I
Yeah,
should say it's not that they're losing. I'm saying that they understand. Maybe if I worded it that way, then I didn't mean to, but what I'm saying is they understand that like the interconnectivity of everything, and like being a PC player is more accessible now than ever because like of AMD, and like just prices in general are going down. I know like computer prices, yes, generally are still high, right? But like compared to how it was when we were growing up, it is relatively low, like factoring in inflation and all that. So it's like
yeah,
without going too deep on like the real world stuff that affects our favorite thing, like it's going to affect Xbox and the next generation of consoles too. So it's like even when you factor all that in there, like becoming a PC gamer is much more accessible than it used to be, and all the operating systems are much more like you don't have to have like an IT degree to be a PC gamer in the year 2025.
yeah.
And they're
Basically,
they're
I'm just
jumping on
yeah,
that. They're basically
yeah,
jumping onto that, latching onto it, and like because Microsoft, already kind of owns Windows, they're like, well, we can just transition. They're jumping ahead of the curve, is what I'm saying, because I think everybody's eventually going to do this. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo's probably going to do it, Sony's probably going to do it. Xbox is seeing the writing on the wall in this sense, and so they're trying to like get ahead of the curve. And that, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying like that's what I see.
Yeah, no. For me, I think they're doing it because they're not performing as well as they need to be. All their games are at middling at best, sales wise and critically wise. And then on top of that, PlayStation 5 just announced that it outsold all of the Xboxes in the history that they've been running PlayStations, and Xbox has been doing Xbox consoles. PS5 has outsold every single Xbox console, and to top it all off, Xbox isn't selling well enough to the point that they're taking away like products from specific retailers like Costco, for example. Like, it has just been not so good for Xbox. Oh, and
Like
then of course,
compared
yeah,
to
yeah,
PlayStation, but like we actually had this conversation privately before, but like they had their like a 22% higher profit margin on average, like better than average last year.
yeah. And I
And so
think a
like
lot
they
of
are
that
making
has to do,
money.
yeah.
They're just not making as much money as PlayStation. So then it's just a comparison game. But like if we want to talk about like is Xbox failing? No, they're like well, their strategy is working. It's working better for them than it ever has. They're just still not reaching the levels of Sony.
Yeah, I don't know
But I
about
think there's a lot of
specific. Yeah,
factors like into that. It's not
yeah.
just because like you know what I mean?
Of
Like
course,
the
of
fact that
course. Yeah,
Xbox
yeah.
is still profitable, even though they keep making all these bad decisions, one speaks to the fans. I'm gonna dig on y'all a little bit, but two,
I'm
it
not.
also
I'm not.
because it's
I'm
like
not
y'all keep
anymore.
spending the money.
Yeah,
You hate them so much, and
yeah.
y'all keep buying their products. The thing they did with well, what was their Game Pass recently? Absolutely, like
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't wait to see
Yeah.
their financial
The
report
pri-
for next
the,
year.
the price increase.
that
Yeah.
that one's gonna
That
be a
was
disaster.
that actually made me so mad because then I
That's a
did the
separate
math
issue,
and I
but
was
it's
like,
kind of related.
that whole other
Yeah.
thing we could talk about. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
convinced that they're only a
But it's not
lot
like
of
they're
the
not
money.
profitable.
Yeah.
You know.
The only reason why I'm convinced that they're making a profit is because obviously they're selling their games on other platforms. Like, as soon as
Yeah.
Forza and as soon as Sea of Thieves,
You're not
as
wrong.
soon
I
as
agree.
Gears of War hit, they all sold really well. And I don't give credit really to Xbox at all. All they had to do was just port it over, essentially. But we're getting a little off topic. But going back to Halo, Campaign Evolved will be the first one coming to PlayStation. It
Mhm.
is interesting to say the least. But besides that point, I brought up the kind of like the art style and the artistic style. One thing that a lot of people brought up to the Halo community's attention was that they made some just kind of unnecessary changes. One of them, a big talking point, is sprint being in Halo. It sounds like a small thing, right? But they incorporated it in a way that sprint is built into the game inherently, but there's like a toggle to kind of turn it off so you do not have to add sprint, right? But the big question
Are the
is
maps the same size though, or will they be bigger?
the maps are built with sprint in mind. So
So they're going to be
them
expanded.
correct. So them having that toggle thing on, it's like they're not picking a side. Well, the side I guess they're picking is sprint, right? But they're trying to please the guys who don't want to sprint by giving a toggle option. But the game is built with that in mind. So I think it's just
So you'll have to use it if you want to not run around for
well,
30 extra minutes
I
every
guess
level.
in
yeah.
I guess in my perspective, it's well, if you have the old game, like why play the new one? And so I
Shiny
think
new
one
coat of paint.
benefit is those changes that they're adding. Like if you pre-play the old one, you're like, man, I can't sprint. Like it takes me so long to walk all the way across over here, and maybe I'm just impatient. But like those little things like can improve like the gameplay, and I think that's the benefit in the remake. And
By the
so
way, I know you brought
I
that up kind of as a criticism, but Oblivion did the same thing. Oblivion did not have a sprint, and they included it in the remaster. That's not even a full remake; it's a remaster, and
mhm.
the game was better for it. They actually didn't even increase the size of the maps really. It's almost a 1-to-1, except for like some dungeons here and there, and some
Yeah, yeah.
other random generation. But them adding a sprint was actually like a huge benefit, and you still didn't ever have to use it. You could have just used the regular walking thing. And there's actually so many memes of like the generation or the sprint animation in Oblivion being really janky, and people are like,
Yeah.
this is
Mhm.
funny. It kind of fits. They really did a good job with that remaster, and I'm saying like just because this thing is being changed and it feels like maybe not so good a change on the surface. Oblivion did it too, and everyone loved it. Like I didn't see like a huge really big cohort of people complaining about it. You know, if you didn't want to use it, you just don't use it, which might be the same
Yeah,
for Halo. But they also didn't
yeah.
expand the map size, so it's a little different.
No, they did. So that's my point. If you're gonna add sprint, in my opinion, you should leave it there. It shouldn't be like a toggle option, like you're pretending to please the people who don't like sprint. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I mean?
agree.
If you're gonna
But there's
if you're gonna
vehicles in the
make the
Halo
game,
campaign, right? Or no?
there is vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, there are vehicles.
Same thing
Yeah.
with
So
same thing in
yeah.
Oblivion. You could ride a horse.
Yeah. So if you're gonna expand the maps, right? Because not all the missions have vehicles, at least that I can think of.
Yeah,
A lot
fair.
of them do have vehicles. But my point being,
Yeah.
if you're gonna build the game with sprint in mind, you might as well not even have the option to toggle it off because it's just part of the game. You could just choose
Right.
not to sprint. You know, it's they're trying to play both sides.
Yeah,
But
it
in
seems like a
actuality, it
people
doesn't really.
pleaser kind of thing to have it
Yeah,
be a
but they're
toggle
not
option.
Yeah.
correct. And then they make, and then additionally on top of that, they um one thing that they decided to do was they changed. Here, hold up. They added 3 missions, right? And so this could
These are the
honestly,
beginning, by the way, of the game. Like to give a little bit of a quote unquote prequel to the events of the campaign. I think is what I
yes,
read
they
in an article somewhere.
yeah, they will take place, I think, before the main part of the game, and they will be focused on, I think, Master Chief's relationship with one of the supporting characters, Sergeant Johnson.
Okay.
And initially, when you say that out loud, it sounds like an awesome idea. You're going to expand the lore, right? And then you're going to give more reasons to want to play this game because this is something that fans haven't played before. However, who is to say that these 3 missions are extremely short, or they're written poorly, or they don't make sense compared to the main story? I mean, I'm just thinking of the worst case scenario, but I mean, it's fair to not put it past them considering what these guys have done in the past. I mean, when you say, Tyler, I mean, or do you think that, I don't know, or do you think more positively of this news?
I I think they're trying their best to give you a reason to play it. Like, that's just kind of where I come from. Like, if I'm someone who okay, the first Halo came out, like, what, 2001 or something? Like, if I wanted to play it,
Yeah.
it's either I'm booting up my old Xbox or I'm playing it on Master Chief Collection, which there's literally nothing wrong with playing it on Master Chief Collection. Like,
Yeah.
if I wanted to play the game, like, I'm doing it for nostalgia, and so
Yeah.
they're doing this to say, like, well, this will have, improved graphics, this will have, new missions, like, they're trying to, I guess, yeah, it really just give you a reason to play it rather than, like, just replaying the old one. And so, I I don't know, it could be good, it could be bad, like, it could be short, they could retcon lore, like, who knows what they're gonna do. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna take it from, like, any other novels or comics or something, like, I just don't know what it's gonna be, really. I haven't read
But
up on
are
it,
you
but
more optimistic than I am about it? Because I think it could be
I'm
awesome.
optimistic that
Yeah.
the new features will be worth playing, but I'm not convinced that the whole game as a whole is worth getting, I guess, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I just think it's so funny. Like I'm not trying to rag on you both of you, but I just think it's so funny that Oblivion did the same thing. Like they added 2 new missions for 2 different sets of armor in the middle of the game to like give people new content. It's like almost the same kind of thing. And they added story, there's dialogue, and people were
Mhm.
at first on the fence, but like it ended up not being like a huge like shift in the story thematically. It was just to unlock like 2 different armor sets. And who knows what these are for? Again, it's dependent. But it's like it's
Yeah.
funny how
Yeah.
we praise Oblivion for the changes they made, and then Halo's doing kind of the same thing to get people to like want to play this remake, and people are like, I don't want to play it. Like I don't get it. I
Yeah.
literally I can't wrap my head
I mean,
around
I
this.
didn't
It's
play
so silly. I'm sorry. I'm coming out. I think this is ridiculous. I don't know why we can't just be happy that we're getting a remaster, or I mean, sorry, a remake of the
I mean,
first
I
video
didn't
game.
really play Oblivion when it came out, and I really barely played the remaster,
Right.
but, like, at
Justin, you
least
The
have
at
to.
the
least for me,
remaster is
like
for people like for new people to get into the franchise, and that's what they're trying to do here. Is for people like me who haven't played Halo. Like what they're
No,
really
but
trying to
Justin,
do is to get new fans into the franchise. That's what I
yes,
think.
they
yeah.
are trying to get new people into the franchise, but they're also trying to bring back old school fans. That's why it's a remake and not a completely different game.
Right.
And if you
Well, I
got,
mean,
and if
like
you,
Oblivion brought back old fans too, and everyone was like, "This is freaking
yeah,
sick." Like, I just don't understand
yeah.
why
But
everyone's
okay,
so upset. I
all
don't
right.
get it.
Well. Let me. I'm gonna try to explain it to you because 343 has been putting out really, really, really shitty games. So yes, it's new Halo, but it's also a Halo campaign that we've gotten 3 times. So we've gotten Halo Combat Evolved the first time,
Yeah.
then we got Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, and then we got Halo Combat Evolved in the Master Chief Collection, and now we're getting Halo Campaign Evolved, which is the same
I think
game
the
with
frustration is less with the game and more with Xbox.
more with
Like
Xbox and more with the studios, right? Because
yeah.
we don't know if they can deliver a good story. We
True.
do not know that. So so they're gonna say that this Halo game is a new starting point, right? Because I cannot imagine that they're gonna go. Maybe they do go back to Halo 7, right? But I would assume that this is like the revamp of this franchise. So with that in mind, I'm a little bit hesitant because with Oblivion, it's just Oblivion, and then they're going to go back to Elder Scrolls 6. But with here, this has huge implications. So whatever happens here, I think is going to happen with the future of the franchise. It's a little different. Also, like how Oblivion's like a major, like it's a huge game. Those quests additions, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they're a little bit smaller scale in comparison to how big these 3 missions might be to the whole overall
Yeah,
game.
like
You know what I mean?
I even prefaced it when I even made my point. It's
Yeah,
dependent.
yeah,
It's dependent
yeah,
on if they're just like kind of like
Yeah.
oh, we got some extra lore versus like, oh my god, this changed the entire story. I
yeah.
prefaced
So
it before I
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about it
yeah, yeah,
for that
yeah, yeah.
very
But
reason.
but again, this is going to be a new starting point. This is going to be what Halo fans are going to expect. And again, this is also the 3rd one, and Halo and 343 hasn't given us no reason as to why we should believe
Speaking
that
of
they will
releasing a
nail the
game
story.
3 or 4 times in a row.
I know, I know, right? But
So
yeah, so
I might be like in the minority here, but like, do we even need another Halo game?
Yeah,
Like,
like if we're gonna be
where
completely real,
really can they
do we
go?
even really need this game? No.
Like in all honesty, it's like they're trying to just keep it alive because it was like their biggest game, but like what has been original? The last thing that was original that was good was what was that Reach?
I
Like
think Reach was probably
like
the
I just
last good
don't know
one.
what else they're
Yeah.
gonna do. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what story there is left, at least for Master Chief. Like you
yeah.
might as
So
well do
yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of what Star Wars is doing a little bit, where you like venture off
Obviously,
into more of the universe kind of thing.
obviously they just want to show his
But I don't
cheeks on
know.
video game format.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! If one of the 3 missions, man, if they take him out of his armor and off out of his office, take off his clothes, dude,
Uninstall refund.
dude, we're making a podcast
Yeah.
episode immediately. But okay, but one thing that I do want to bring up, I think that Halo has the potential, it has the world to kind of. It's not on par with Star Wars, but it's massive. You could do so much with it. So the fact that they're going back to
There
Halo Combat
is.
Evolved for the fourth time. No,
Can we just
so
talk about how
yeah.
like Helldivers is a better Halo game than Halo?
At this point in time,
At
yes.
this point,
They actually
yeah.
did more for Halo fans than Halo devs did in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
No,
man.
it's absolutely true.
And on top of that, the minor things that, the guns don't sound all that, the Covenant, they don't act the same as they did in the original. But besides all of that, they haven't announced a clear-cut date, and they haven't announced a price. The fact that it's just the campaign only and no multiplayer. I talked with Justin and Tyler about this before the podcast episode, but I really wish they included a multiplayer, because the only other multiplayer we can play is Infinite, which released back in 2021, and they just announced that they stopped continuing content for it. And then the Chief Collection, which I've already played those games when they came out during the 360 days, and I even played it when it came out on Xbox One. So I've been playing um I've been playing a lot of these same Halo games. I'd like to play a new multiplayer in Unreal Engine. I wish they included that.
Yeah.
But
I just want to preface too, I'm mostly in agreement with both of you. I'm just trying to like one, give my 2
yeah.
cents,
No,
and also play
yeah,
devil's
you're
advocate.
good.
Because
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
JT is passionate about Halo right now is how I am over Fallout, and then we like literally flip sides. Where like I'm really upset with Fallout, and he's like, no, it's fine.
No, we all play devil's advocate, but I also yeah, no, that's no, that's
I'm
funny.
saying I'm about to be a hypocrite when we talk about Fallout next.
Yeah,
And just
no, but
complain.
yeah, man. But no, there's Halo, man.
I just want to
I mean,
preface.
No, you're totally good, man. There's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to be concerned about for long time and newcomers alike. But Fallout, speaking of Fallout, dude, they just revealed, well, they had a Fallout live stream and
Don't call it
let's
a
just
reveal.
yeah,
It was a disaster.
let's just say they didn't reveal much, right? And it was a complete disaster. Justin, did you watch the whole live
I
stream?
didn't even watch it. Wasn't worth my time.
Yeah, but we
I
know
just
what
know
happened.
everything that happened. Yeah.
Do you want to kind of share with the Fallout community's sentiments?
Okay, so just starting this off, I don't know if y'all have been living under a rock, whoever's watching or listening, but we've been talking about this Fallout 3 remaster since the Oblivion remaster got leaked, and this got leaked before the Oblivion remaster because when Bethesda got purchased by Microsoft, a bunch of legal documents got leaked, and there was a document they had patented a Fallout 3 remaster at the same time as the Oblivion one, and when this is before Starfield even got announced. So like we knew about Starfield, the Fallout 3 remaster, and the Oblivion remaster like years ago. And so this kind of thing, like with the hype of the Fallout TV show, you know, we got lots of new people coming in that haven't played the games. We have, you know, the turnaround with Fallout 76. I know it's not everyone's favorite game. I really dislike it, but a lot of people like that game now. There's just so much positivity and with the Oblivion remaster being like a big, you know, a big release and kind of a really big success, being you know, it's still under the Bethesda umbrella, but it was made by a separate studio. I'm blanking on the name. But like everyone was really excited for like new Fallout content.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the time. And on top of that, this was just rumor, right? There was no definitive proof that there was going to be potentially something New Vegas related in this release, and it was the 20th anniversary of New Vegas on top of that. And
Yeah.
they did nothing. Not only did they do nothing except a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, which no one freaking asked for. We've gotten this game released like 4 times. Just as you were complaining about Halo. They released this game 4 and it's a buggy freaking mess. It's a disaster. Okay? That's not even the worst of it. When they started the stream, I didn't watch it, but I seen clips of it. When they started the stream, you know what they did? They did a re-rendition of the Fallout 3 intro music, which is Set the World on Fire. It's an old classic song. They got new singers. They had like a whole music video, and everyone was "Oh my god, they're gonna announce Fallout 3 remaster." They redid the song, and they were like, "Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, Fallout 76 new DLC, New Vegas Collector's Edition, rebuy the same game from 20 years ago with a little action figure." I was so livid, bro. Bethesda, I can't defend you anymore,
really
dog.
baited you in, and then we're like, "Psych." Yeah.
They actually baited the fans. Dude. I know that they probably weren't intending to do that. You know, I don't even care. They probably were. Todd Howard looked in the boardroom meeting and was like, "Let's just cuck my fan base."
Yeah.
16 times the detail for Fallout 4, though.
Yeah, 16 times the detail on that new music video of a song that is featured in Fallout 3 only.
I know. That's crazy work.
And we already knew the remaster was coming. They couldn't give us anything. They didn't even tell us it was a real thing and confirmed it. Like, I know that they're trying to learn from their Elder Scrolls 6 mistake where it's been like 10 years and we haven't gotten anything new on that game. But like, you couldn't tell us that like, "Oh yeah, Fallout 3 is coming, don't worry."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, you were right, Justin. You are the equivalent of me with Halo, but for Fallout. No, we've agreed on this forever. But no, dude, honestly, and for real though, on top of the bait and switch, it was funny when you talked about how we're getting Fallout 4 for the multiple time, right? I saw a meme out there where it was the parent playing with the girl out in the pool, and then the kid was drowning, and then that was Fallout 3. And then there's like a skeleton underwater, and then that's Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. Dude, another thing, I'm just going to rant one more time. Maybe 2 more times, okay? So, Fallout 4 just had a big update recently. This was before Fallout London came out, right? Like the Fallout London mod. I'm not going to like, if you want to know about this, you can look it up. It's a very, very big story when it came out. They dropped like a big update for Fallout 4. It included a bunch of Creation Club content and like a new update that was like supposed to fix a bunch of bugs. 10 years after Fallout 4 came out, which, by the way, breaks a bunch of mods, because, like, basically the thing that keeps Bethesda games alive for so long is the modding community. And when a new update comes out, all the mods have to be updated. And let's say, you know, it's been 10 years since the last update came out. You got people that, like, one, probably don't even care about updating their mods anymore. Two, it's been 10 years. Not to be gruesome, but some of those people probably aren't alive anymore that made some of these mods. So they literally cannot be updated. And so it's like they actually, if you want to play modded Fallout 4, you have to revert the game. That was already a big mistake. And then they come out with this anniversary edition, which includes all the Creation Club content that was in that last update and all this other stuff. And it's buggier than the actual game.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's worse quality than the game you just updated like a year ago.
So pointless.
It's actually disgusting. Actually,
Dang.
I can't believe they fooled people into buying Skyrim Oblivion for the millionth time. If you bought that, like, shame on you, honestly. I'm just gonna say it now. And if you bought the collector's edition for Fallout New Vegas, that game is $7 on Steam. Okay, that game. If you bought the $150 edition of the collector's edition for a little figurine, shame on you, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
In this economy, a wild, bro.
Dude,
Rant
when
over.
I saw the image of the Fallout New Vegas collector's edition, and my first thought was, I saw it at work, so I didn't see it as the live stream was happening, but I saw it and I was like, no way, they're actually remastering it or they're porting it over. And then I went straight to the comments and everyone's like, it's the same game.
It's the same game.
They didn't touch it up. They didn't re-release it. They didn't do anything. It's the same
Obsidian
game.
is like, under the freaking Microsoft umbrella and they couldn't touch up the game? Are you serious?
I know, dude, that's why I hate Xbox, dude. I was the biggest Xbox fanboy. I was the biggest Xbox defender all the way to Xbox One.
I
was.
For a long
I was
time.
like,
Yes.
I defended it. Phil Spencer got Game Pass going, and I was like, oh, dude, the best deal in Xbox.
Bro, this is going to be the most clipped episode ever.
Dude, seriously. Then they raise the prices. They fire their staff. They're canceling games. They're doing all the worst stuff you could do. They're ruining Fallout 4, and they're bringing it into multiple, like, editions when you really don't need to. The game is fairly new and playable.
Dude, Fallout Season 2 takes place in Vegas! And they couldn't do anything for Vegas fans! Are you serious?
They have Bethesda and they have Obsidian, so there's no reason why they can't do anything Fallout, especially in New Vegas.
And we already know Fallout 3 remake is coming, and they didn't tell us anything. I'm so upset.
Tyler,
they just can't win.
So I have a theory.
Yeah.
The theory is that, I mean, obviously they thought Starfield was going to do a lot better than it did. But I bet you that they were like, this game is going to go crazy, and this will give us a few years of buffer so that they could not be so upset about, you know, Fallout remasters or Skyrim 6 or whatever. And then it didn't do well at all. And now they're like, oh, let's just, you know, pull something out of our ass. And then like, oh, we'll just give you the same game again. So then at least it looks like they're putting something out. When
they also have seemingly abandoned Starfield, by the way, after they said there was going to be multiple.
Yeah,
the
DLC went out, and I haven't seen nothing since.
Dude, that one DLC I heard was even overpriced. I heard that DLC was overpriced. I heard it didn't.
That
do much to
DLC
change up
was
the game.
overpriced and should have been in the main game because the main game was short. I was like, that's it. Like, this was supposed to be the game of the century, and I finished it in like 2 days.
You're supposed
really?
to play it. You're supposed to replay it 10 times, Tyler. Don't you know?
Dude, that was the other problem. Okay, mini rant about Starfield. You can't just like sit there. You can't be like, we're gonna invent a game. We're gonna make this game replayable intentionally.
Yeah,
like that's just not how it works. Like you just make the best game that you can, and if it's a good game, it'll be replayable. You don't go into it with the intention of it being this game that you want to keep playing over and over again, because then you lose the point of you just playing the game.
Some games can be intentionally replayable, like games like Dispatch, the Telltale game series. Like those games are made to be replayed, but it's because they have multiple choices and endings. Whereas like Starfield did not have that.
Did not have that.
It did, but they were like lackluster differences. It didn't matter.
No, it was literally like you could make maybe a slightly different, you know, decision, but the game ended the same, like every time. Much, so it just mattered less.
Yeah, you restart. Spoilers, you restart.
And then,
dude,
And then the DLC was freaking $30, and I was like, "This should have just been part of the main game." Like, that's not even
It was
yeah,
free if you
anyways.
pre-ordered, actually.
It was
Although
free
I
if you
will
have
say
Game Pass Ultimate.
I will say though, I bought the Starfield controller, and that thing is hella cool.
It
I
does
still
look
play
it
a
does
lot
look
of that
clean.
thing.
Dude,
It's kinda sick.
dude, Arc Raiders did the retro futuristic better. It did it better. Every time I look at your controller, I see like the little like the rainbow kind of color, you know? And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
and then they have the astronaut suits that are like
Mm.
obviously they're futuristic, but they're also kind of like old schoolish. It reminds me of a worse version of Arc
It's
Raiders.
the
And
colors
maybe
from the
that's
spectrometer you're talking about, right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
spectrometer. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know the name for it. I was just calling it the rainbow colors. But yeah, no,
Good
Those were the
yeah,
original colors from the Commodore 64, one of the older PCs. Yeah. That's a nice
yeah.
homage, by the way, in Arc Raiders. I know this isn't about Arc Raiders, but that game is
Yeah,
bomb. Game is
but
amazing.
Arc Raiders did it better,
They
and
kind
it's
of did.
yeah. So, but your controller is still sick though because yeah,
Yeah.
it looks nice. But no, dude, the Fallout stuff is really disappointing. I agree with you that don't buy the New Vegas Collector's Edition just for the statue. Although I was really tempted to because I thought that was really cool, and I've been playing
Oh,
Dude,
New
just go
Vegas a
support
lot.
an indie artist. Like go buy a statue at a con, man. Like
No, that's true.
you'll get
Dude,
better value and probably
yeah,
quality by doing that. And
yeah,
you can still
yeah.
buy New Vegas for $7 on Steam.
Yeah, yeah, you don't need to tell me that. You know, I go to all the cons. But no,
JT's
but
playing it
speaking,
right now, actually, Fallout New Vegas.
dude,
Like,
I love it so much. Dude, and then I'm playing it in preparation for Fallout Season 2, and I've gotten pretty far. I got all the guys, I got all the companions. I'm playing one of the DLCs, I think Dead Money, I
yeah.
believe is what it's called. But I really love the game. The story's fantastic. The choices are so
And
important.
they all
The choices
matter.
are so
Every
important.
choice
They
matters.
all matter. And it's crazy to me that a game like Starfield by Bethesda, I know Obsidian did New Vegas, but it bugs me how the decisions have gotten less impactful over the
Yeah.
years in certain cases.
I
Like, that's
assume you're kind
bizarre.
of a nice guy when you're playing through the game.
Yes, I
One
am a
thing
nice
that
guy.
Fallout New Vegas did better than like every Bethesda game that has come out, even you can't even do this in Fallout 3, but like you can wipe out entire communities in New Vegas and like it
Yeah.
changes the ending of the game.
Yeah.
Like even
It's
bad guys. If you like kill, this isn't really spoilers, it's kind of in the beginning of the game, and it's your choice. If you kill
Yeah.
like all the powder gangers in the
Yeah.
prison, like that comes up in the end credits.
That's
And like
so
it
cool.
can affect the outcome of the story. It's like and that's good. That goes for
wow.
every faction. Like if you kill all the people in Good Springs, which is the starting town,
Yeah.
it literally talks about how Good Springs is a ghost town now, and like the people that saved you. Yeah, I'm kind of spoiling a little bit, but it's like
No,
the
you're good.
choices
It's
matter
still
so
in the beginning.
much in
The game
Fallout New
came out
Vegas.
so long ago, you can't really spoil it anymore. It's like
Yeah, and it's also in
yeah.
the very beginning. But
It is
no,
peak Fallout. It is peak Fallout.
Justin's absolutely right.
You can do whatever you
There's
want.
so many decisions. Yeah, there's so many decisions you can make, and people will remember it, and it comes up. It is so well crafted, and that game came out during the 360 days.
By the
So
way,
it's
Obsidian
yeah,
made that game in a year. They made that game
yeah.
in a year. They were working off the Fallout 3 engine, but the whole storyline, all the choices you make, 1 year.
And I hate to
Wow.
dunk on a game that I haven't played, but from what I've been hearing about Outer Worlds 2, the decisions aren't nearly as impactful as what they could be.
It's because Tim Kaine and all the rest aren't there anymore. That's really why. And
Yeah.
Tim Kaine, like, as much as he tries to be like super nice, he always is like kind of, in my opinion, like when I watch he makes YouTube videos. Tim Kaine is like one of the original Fallout creators. He kind of makes jabs a little bit. Like one
Yeah.
time he was talking like crap about a newer developer. Like this is when he was on his way out the door, and they were asking him questions, and he's like, "Oh, I can't get that thing you want done for like 2 weeks." He's like, "I could code it in 30 minutes. Why can't you have it done in 30 minutes?" And he was like, "Well, like because then I get less overtime."
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Is that what we're here for? Like I'm here to make great
Yeah.
games." Like I can
Yeah.
like he you can see sometimes he gets frustrated, but he's like so nice. He doesn't like talking crap about people, so
Yeah,
that's a little
he
bit
has
of a
that-
rant. It's because those people
Yeah.
aren't working on Fallout anymore that the franchise has suffered. And you have a note here
Yeah.
saying like, "Can Fallout recover?" The show better be really freaking good. Is all I'm gonna say.
I have faith in that's the only thing that of all the things that we're talking about today, Halo, Fallout, Mass Effect, I have the most confidence that Fallout Season 2 will deliver or will at least be competent. I have the most confidence in that. I'm gonna go out
I
on a
think
limb
it
and
at
say
least
that.
won't be worse than the first season. The first season was great.
The
So,
first season
yeah,
was
I
awesome.
agree.
So, I
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have any reason to believe that Mass Effect is gonna make some crazy comeback. It could. I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying that Halo Campaign Evolved can't be a success. I'm
Mm.
not saying it cannot revive the franchise, but as far as will it, I would put more money on Fallout, the TV show. But speaking of season 2, though, the trailers got me really hyped. I saw a lot of callbacks and Easter eggs to Fallout New Vegas. Lucy and Maximus and the Ghoul, they looked like themselves, and they're in crazier situations this time. The Death Claw appeared. Tyler, did you catch the trailer? I know you were on vacay, but
No, I purposely didn't wanna watch it because I knew I was gonna watch the show, and
yeah.
am probably, a baby when it comes to Fallout games and stuff like that, so I wanted to just watch the show and just kinda see what happened.
For sure.
Um,
For
that
for
that's kind
context,
of a habit I picked up
The new
for my
trailer
wife,
that they
actually. She doesn't
dropped
yeah.
ever watch trailers.
was definitely
Yeah.
like they like specifically made that trailer for fans.
I could tell because
Mm.
I was like, "The Legionnaires." I was like,
They
"Caesar
showed so
Legion."
much stuff.
I was like, "The Kings." Is it the Power Gauntlet that
The
she was
Power Fist,
wielding?
yeah.
Yeah, Power Fist, and then
They
the
showed a
front
little bit of the Death Claw. They
the
showed the
Death Claw?
strip. They showed the
Yeah.
strip. They showed Robert House. This isn't spoilers. Go watch the trailer.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
if you haven't seen the
yeah.
trailer, like
But
go watch it.
but us
They showed
us
a lot of
listing
stuff.
these us listing these names aren't gonna spoil
Yeah.
anything. These are just what we saw. And then the Kings, dude, the Kings. I was like, dude, as someone who's now playing New Vegas, finally, I was like, this is awesome. This is really hype. And the cast, they look like they haven't skipped a beat. Um, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really hopeful
It is a
for
good
it.
sign when they're trying to cater to fans and also old fans and new people alike. Like I think it's a good sign. The showrunners do a
Yeah,
good job on the show. As much as I like criticize the lore elements of it, I criticize Bethesda for retconning their own stuff. So it's like that's just being a
yeah.
Bethesda fan in general. But that doesn't mean it can't be good. Like I still played Fallout 4 and they retconned so much shit in that game.
Yeah, no, I have full confidence. It is made by Christopher Nolan's brother, and Christopher Nolan's brother. I'm sorry, I don't know his first name on the top of my head, at least. But he's worked with Christopher Nolan on many of his big projects, including The Dark Knight. So I have full confidence in this and the cast. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it drops in December, so really looking forward
Is
to
it
that.
Jonathan
But
Nolan or Matthew Francis
It
Nolan?
might be Jonathan Nolan. Jonathan Nolan, you're right. Yeah, he is awesome. He he was actually credited for coming up with some of the most iconic lines from The Dark Knight, and it's just really funny because Christopher Nolan wasn't gonna include some of them, and then he's like, "Yeah, I told him to add it," and I'm like, "That's actually really funny because the movie wouldn't be the same without some of the dialogue, you know." So
Yeah.
that goes to show
Yeah.
his impact to that. So and the fact that he's a fan too is huge. This is we've talked about it plenty of times on the podcast, but they didn't hire guys that don't know anything about the games,
Yeah.
that don't know anything, or they want to do their own thing, like Halo. Halo.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
man.
Fallout has
Oh my
definitely
god.
gotten the Favreau treatment. Like Favreau
Yes.
really likes Star Wars.
Yes.
Not everything he
Yeah.
does everyone agrees with, but like you can tell
Correct.
he's passionate for Star
He's
Wars.
passionate. Yeah.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Nolan, assuming that's the brother we're talking about,
Yeah.
obviously he's played the games and like knows what he's
Yeah.
doing. And like the
He-
cast too, I really like that the cast is like kind of embraced the game. I saw a video
Yeah.
recently of the actor who plays the ghoul, I forget his name.
Yeah. Walton Goggins.
Walton
Yeah.
Goggins like was at the last year's Fallout like live meetup in the real life Good Springs and like was serving
Yeah.
drinks to fans. Like
Yeah.
they love working on the show. It's a good sign.
Yeah. No, it's great. Are you sure it wasn't this year? It might have been this year.
It might have been this year, yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw the video where he was serving a guy in a Rad Roach cosplay.
Yeah.
That was really
I was telling you
funny.
I wanted to go to that, but you guys went to the Niners game or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, yeah, we were out
Damn,
of
we
town.
missed Walter Goggins serving drinks to everybody. It's
I
okay.
know, dude.
That's true.
I'm hoping he comes to a convention in California, dude. That'd be so awesome. Dude. I would geek out. I have a Fallout poster with him, Maximus, and Lucy on it. I would totally get him to sign. Huge fan, and
The show is a
dude,
saving grace because like Bethesda just they're not cooking, bro. Just kick them out of the kitchen. Get someone else in there.
And that's literally the
Yeah,
newest
seriously.
thing, dude. That's literally the newest thing they showed on that live stream too, because we got more Fallout 4, which we already, Fallout 4, and they got New Vegas
More
Collector's
Fallout 4.
Edition. Yeah, and then that's the newest thing is the second season to a show that's already been established. That's really sad, and it's not even a video game.
They didn't even
But
show the new trailer during the event. They showed it like a week later.
that too.
That's
Dude,
like
and
That
these
too.
and when did Fallout 4 come out? Like
Oh,
2015 or
in
something?
2015.
high school. Yeah.
We have an entire 2 seasons of a show before we have anything new for
See, it's funny, Tyler. It's so funny, Tyler. Like Bethesda, like what you said about Bethesda, they were like, Starfield's going to be a great success for us, so it'll hold down the fans. They probably thought
Uh,
the show wasn't going to be as big of a thing as it is.
they didn't. I don't think they did either.
And so they planned
No.
nothing for Fallout content related except for the show. And like it
That's-
ended up being
yeah.
it's like act like dude, Todd Howard just needs to look in the mirror and be like, okay, whatever I'm thinking, we do the opposite. Because that's what
Do
fans
the
want.
opposite,
I'm just kidding, Todd, if you ever see this. Maybe never, but I love you, Todd.
No,
you make great games.
no.
But
Justin,
I think
totally,
you've lost your touch a little bit.
dude. Justin, I'm inclined to agree with you because they barely promoted Fallout Season 1. Like
Yeah.
that show it was really popular because of its quality, because the Fallout fans showed up. You know, they didn't really advertise it a whole lot. And then when they knew what they had, they were appearing at the Game Awards. You saw more promotional material, and then they just overall talked about it more. And then they started promoting Fallout 76 and Fallout Shelter more around the time that the first game released. Because, like you said, they didn't have anything planned, which is crazy that there wasn't. It's crazy to me. It's wild.
So this is a total like normie question, but like how big of a company is Bethesda? Like
They
how
are-
many
they are
employees do
huge.
they have?
They have multiple studios. One's in Austin, one's in Maryland. And I think they have another one like a foreign studio. They're
Yeah,
a
how-
massive company. Not only are they a massive company, they have multiple teams working on like the team that's working on Elder Scrolls 6 has been working on it since they announced it, totally unrelated to Starfield. It's just now the Starfield team is now also working on Elder Scrolls. Like they're a massive company and they still push out games like once a decade. It's
And
insane.
they're owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they push out like, mid games like Starfield after working on it for like 25
And
years.
they
or
they
whatever.
barely worked on the Oblivion remaster. I say that kind of facetiously. I'm sure they did a lot of work with it. But like
Comparatively.
comparatively, I think the
Yeah.
studio that they onboarded did most of the heavy lifting. And you can tell. you can actually tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's actually wild. And the fact that we don't have any type of spin-off or we don't have a port or a remaster or anything for New Vegas when Microsoft literally owns
Nothing.
both Bethesda and Obsidian is just absurd and a complete
We
oversight.
couldn't
by them.
get a little bit of graphical overhaul. It didn't even
No,
have to be Oblivion remaster levels. It could have just been like, hey, we're touching up the
No,
lighting
Justin,
a little bit.
You get a collector's edition for $150 and you will like it.
All right. Sounds good. A $7 game for $150.
No, but okay, so that's how I felt when you asked me like when you were saying about Halo, like aren't you just happy that there's more Halo? Like we've had shitty Halo. I'm not happy.
No, but that's a
about the
new
shitty Halo.
game. You get new content.
It's not really a new game. It's the same game.
It's a
that we played
remake.
with.
It's a remake.
It's
the
the same game, different font.
Same,
It's
yeah,
like-
same game, different font, and we don't even know if the font. Will
I'd say
look
Code
nice.
of Paint. Okay, it's a new paint job. Oblivion
But,
Remaster was
yeah,
a remaster,
yeah.
not a remake. It's the same old engine, just touched
yeah,
up.
yeah.
At least
Yeah.
combat, campaign evolved. But we didn't even touch that there's no multiplayer in that, really. But
No, I mentioned it. I mentioned it,
Okay.
and I also
Yeah.
mentioned that they better not be charging $70 for no multiplayer. They better not be doing.
I'm
that now.
really more on your side with that.
Yeah.
It's
No, I'm
silly.
just giving you a hard time.
This
because-
whole podcast is a rant podcast, but
Yeah, we're letting our trauma. We've been holding this trauma in for so long.
dude, we
have
have
to
more
share it.
trauma. Do we want to go dive into that?
Yeah, I was gonna say the next point of business is Mass Effect, and so I played in regards to Fallout. I played 3 New Vegas, 4, and 76. I played a lot of New Vegas, a lot of 4, a little bit of 76 and 3. So I have a good amount of experience in Fallout.
Mhm.
Justin has played. You played all of them.
Yeah,
Right?
except for Brotherhood
listened
and
to-
Tactics.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's
those
played
games
damn near all of them. And then Tyler's very casual when it comes to Fallout. With Halo, I played all the Halos.
Dude, I've even
Justin
played
has-
tabletop Fallout, bro.
He's a big fan. I've even played
Dang.
Fallout
Dang.
Shelter. So I've even played Fallout Shelter. So we're but for Halo, diehard fan, And then I'd say me and Justin, me and you are both pretty big fans of Mass Effect. We talk
Yeah.
about this a lot. Tyler, you've played a little bit, right?
I've played the first game. Justin convinced me to buy it and play it, and I played it. I liked it, and then I don't know what I do. I got like married or something. I haven't even like touched the other game. I just like literally have not touched it. I played
Yeah,
all,
He
all so
actually,
many other
it's so
things.
funny. He was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna play Mass Effect. You want to get married?" And then literally never
Yeah,
played it again.
that's literally what happened.
Not to me, to
Dude.
his
So,
wife. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, dude.
unfortunately.
Okay, so everyone listening, mark my words. I'm gonna get Justin to play the Master Chief Collection, and I'm gonna get Tyler to play the Mass Effect Collection because these are must-play games. I
Yeah.
cannot stress it enough. These collections are some of the best collections out there.
Mass
some of the
Effect
best
is
value.
top tier, dude. Like,
Yeah.
oh, and the
First
collection
game
they
was,
came.
I mean, I've only really played the first game, but it was fun. It was cool.
Yeah, and
Dude,
that is the worst game in the series. I will say. Everybody
progressively
agrees.
gets better. It progressively gets better. 2 and 3 are just peak every single
I'm pretty sure
moment
when the
ever.
second game came out, it was like a 98 out of 100 like aggregate score. Like
Those
actually
games,
insanely. It's like near perfection, the second game.
yeah. But as far
And Justin,
going,
didn't you replay them when I started playing it? You like replayed all the games
Yeah,
again or
I
something?
finished it in like a weekend. I played them
Yeah.
all.
dude, I want
Dude.
100%.
To be fair, I do
on-
know the routes, so like I could, a first time player, you're not familiar. But like, dude, I had it all charted out. I'm like, I'm gonna get the perfect ending on this playthrough, and I did it in a weekend.
Dude, now that I'm on Steam and PC gaming, once I get done with a lot of the games that I have in my backlog, which is going to take forever, right? It's going to take forever. But once I get done with the backlog, I want to 100% the Mass Effect games on PC. I think that would be really fun, and it'd be a long journey,
Worth
but
it.
I think it will be worth it. But so yeah, me and Justin, we played all the Mass Effect games. We talked to them to death. Tyler has barely touched one, but I'm gonna get him to play the other
No,
one.
he's played the first one almost all the way through. He's on like the last mission.
No,
Oh.
I beat the first one.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, I
awesome.
beat it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
because I remember
yeah.
Justin and I were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't save that dude," and you were like, "What? Like, why did?" Because apparently it's like not a very common choice, I guess.
Oh yeah, he killed
Yeah.
Caden.
Yeah,
Oh, that is
I
a
was just
common
like,
choice,
eh.
I thought.
That is the most common choice. No,
He
oh wait,
killed-
no,
never mind.
no, sorry. He killed
Ashley?
Rex.
You killed Rex?
Rex.
Yeah, he killed Rex.
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely did not kill Rex. That's like funny.
That's why I was like, "You killed Rex?" Yeah, sorry. I thought we
I
were
was
talking
like,
about Caden and
"Oh,
Ashley.
okay."
No, he accidentally he killed Rex, and he's like, "I didn't even mean to do that. I just."
That's so funny. Yeah, but
I remember now. Yeah, because I meant to click something else, or I was trying to do whatever,
Yeah.
and then he got mad, and then something happened, and he died.
It was
and
an
I
accident.
like,
I even told you, I was like, normally I don't condone save scumming, but like if it's actually an accident, just start from Mass Effect 2 and do the little replay comic. They included this in the Legendary collection. It's like a little comic book that like gives you a recap of the first game, and you get to make all your choices again.
Yeah.
So that it's.
Oh yes,
yeah.
and for context, I've played the Legendary Edition. I didn't play the OG versions.
Yeah.
So when I was playing it, I bought the Legendary Edition on my Xbox, and that's what I played. So,
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Such a good game, dude. And we were talking about choices earlier. Mass Effect has some of the most interesting, some of the most compelling choices. It has some of the best characters written in gaming. I would
Literally,
say.
a single death in the first game can affect the entire outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's a beautiful thing to behold. But safe to say that, like Halo and like Fallout, the reveal on N7 Day was a disaster. It was a disaster.
We're just getting losses on games lately.
On all the things we love. We can't have nice things.
All the new stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
All the old franchises are getting shafted.
I know. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't watch N7 Day. I was at work. Plus, I had the feeling that nothing good was going to come out of it, and I was unfortunately proven right. On N7 Day, they revealed a bunch of new merch that you could buy on the official site for Mass Effect. Yeah, so if you want some new jackets or shirts with N7 on it, you can get that for a hefty, I'm guessing, not so cheap price. They also showed that No Man's Sky is going to do their Mass Effect collaboration again. So you'll be able to see the Normandy in the atmosphere. I didn't get to play the collab, and I probably won't this time around if it's still there. But that was already done, but it'll be there again if it wasn't already.
You
And
get to
they
keep the
showed.
ship permanently, by the way.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
So it is
Um,
cool,
ki-
but it's like,
yeah, but we've already had it. We've had it,
yeah,
and people who just play Mass Effect, this doesn't do anything for you.
yeah, for real.
So all and then on top of that, we've been teasing Mass Effect 5 for a while now, and there's no new trailers or no new images. They did put out a statement saying that they're working on it and they appreciate our patience though. So there's that.
They always
And
appreciate the patience.
yeah,
Yo, at least they put out a statement, and we didn't get anything for Fallout 3.
I know. Yeah. We'll take the dubs where we can get them, right?
Or Elder Scrolls 6, unrelated, but still don't know when that's coming out.
I know.
Come on, Bethesda. I'm
dude.
sorry, this has just become a Bethesda hate.
It's all
podcast.
right. It's a trauma dump, dude.
7 minutes of hate on Bethesda.
But I couldn't believe my eyes, dude. I couldn't believe my eyes. The last couple N7 days, we had at least an image reveal. We had a teaser.
Mhm.
I was just so shocked we didn't get anything, not even a cinematic. Like I was surprised. Justin, how are you feeling on N7 day? What did you see?
This game might actually come out before GTA 6.
Do we even know? I don't even know. I was gonna say
definitely
Everything's
not.
gonna come out before.
yeah.
I had to say it. All right, cringe
Yeah.
meme out of the way. What was the question?
No, what did you think of this year's N7
Dude,
day?
it's
Surprised?
trash.
Not surprised?
Not as upset about it as I was with Fallout, but like we just get nothing, man. Like way more sci-fi. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I was kind of excited for Outer Worlds 2, and it was just another like mid game. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like I
had to look something up real quick.
yeah.
So we were talking about how you didn't get any reveals or no trailers or nothing.
Yeah.
So for Cyberpunk, the first cinematic teaser trailer came out in 2013.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The game came out like 7-8 years later.
That wasn't an established franchise though.
No,
Correct.
but the fact that they have nothing to show, like who knows how far away it might actually be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But
Like if they don't have anything. Yeah, I don't know.
I appreciate the comparison because that is pretty funny that they showed a trailer so early on. One thing to note though for Mass Effect is that they have N7 day yearly, so they do have time to plan for this. But then they just decided not to do anything.
Which, by the way, they also have a TV show in the works.
Yes.
And they didn't talk about that either.
Yeah, I know. They talked about it briefly. They did a slight correction. They talked about how the show is going to be on Prime Video, and that
the world is saved. It's on Prime Video. Thanks.
and that it will not follow Commander Shepard. It will take place after Commander.
That was on
Shepard's
N7 day.
story.
I thought that was after.
Oh, if it was, then N7 day is even more of a disaster.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, but okay. Even if that was slightly after N7 day, I will give N7 day that. Even though I really shouldn't, I will give it to them for that.
Yeah,
But
I just found an article that it's November 10th is when
So
an article
3
said
days
about it.
after
It might have been,
N7
right
day.
after.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be.
This is what the same thing they did with Fallout. Like
I know.
they
I'm
just
gonna
say
give
it
them,
after.
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna be a little generous, and I'll give Fallout the trailer on the Fallout live stream, even though it didn't happen. And I'm gonna give N7 day, even though it didn't happen. I'm just gonna be generous. I'm giving today.
Oh no,
for some
sorry,
reason.
it did come on N7 day.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
well then
okay.
scrap
Okay.
that. Scrap the whole
Okay.
opinion.
Okay,
Scrap the whole thing.
but
Podcast
But-
over.
they didn't even give us a teaser. They didn't give us an image. Like they planned this shit yearly, and we get scraps, like a statement for both the show and the game. That's the best they can do.
My friend Matt is a super big Mass Effect fan. Like has a Mass Effect tattoos, right? He didn't even know there was a show in the works until after N7 day.
Yeah.
They
They're
don't
not
tell us
doing
anything.
anything. Correct. And there was an image circulating in the internet like a long time ago where I think a celebrity posted a script and people zoomed into the script and that they made out words that like was tied to like Mass Effect. I don't know if it was Henry Cavill or somebody, but people were like speculating like crazy, right? And if that script was to be believed that it was related to Mass Effect, it's like, how do we not have anything on this thing? It is just
Yeah.
a wonder, dude.
No leaks. The Fallout set has been leaked to oblivion. Pun intended. We got nothing. We get nothing for Mass Effect. Like nothing. I can't get anything.
Yeah, and I like how all three of these franchises that we're talking about today, they go through the same issues. Like the last Fallout games weren't all the best, the last Halo games weren't all the best, Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't all the
What's
best.
the thing they all have in common, JT?
That they've disappointed us immeasurably.
360 era was
They're
the best.
science fiction, and we all know everyone hates science fiction. They butcher it every time.
I like how I said something that was accurate, Tyler said something that was accurate, and then you just said something that was accurate. There's so much wrong with all three of these games, dude.
We're all
Oh
correct.
my-
Ding, ding, ding.
And,
Yeah, we're
we're
all
just-
right.
it's so bad, dude. There's so much wrong that they all have in common. It's hilarious. It's hilariously sad. They all have TV shows too.
GG. Yeah, but I mean, Master Cheeks is worse than Fallout.
Oh, I
Dude,
refuse to
that
believe,
was.
dude. I
I
refuse to
still
believe.
can't believe you finished this first season.
I did.
That's
I needed
insane.
to see it through.
That
I
first
needed to see it
episode,
through.
I was like, I'm not watching this garbage, and
I-
I never turned it on again.
Dude,
For
the fact that we
context-
can't even talk about Mass Effect for 10 minutes just proves that we didn't get freaking anything.
I know it was tough.
Yeah, like, what are we
Dude,
gonna talk about?
We have like
Dude,
7 notes in here, and it's all basically like, play the Mass Effect collection. Last Mass Effect. Here's the notes. Last Mass Effect being Andromeda in 2017. Dude, that game is
my God.
almost as old as Escape from Tarkov, and that game came out like a week ago.
Oh my
I'm
god,
just
dude.
saying, bro.
Like,
Dude. Dude, that's actually wild.
Tarkov came out before a Mass Effect game got a trailer, a second trailer.
Dude, okay. Question for you guys.
Oh.
Which franchise has had the biggest blunders?
Fallout.
You think Fallout?
Yeah.
Fallout. I would say not Fallout only because I was gonna say only because they're still producing stuff, but I guess Halo Campaign Evolved is producing
the
something.
Halo show
And they produced the Halo show.
was,
Oh,
I mean, okay, of the
That was so
games,
bad.
Fallout, but like the Halo show was just so terrible.
You got to keep in mind, Fallout has been making blunders. The only redeeming factor is the TV show, and it's honestly because of Jonathan Nolan.
yeah. You're right. But oh, dude,
You can make the
honestly,
argument for Halo too. Like I can't even think of it.
I think you could also make the argument for Mass Effect because Andromeda was.
That's
the
why we're
best
that's why
game.
we're here talking about these 3 topics. Who would have thought?
They're all tragic, dude. Mass Effect Andromeda, dude, they cut the multiplayer content so short. Like they
Yeah, I'm
could
not
have
mad
maybe
about that.
revived it. No, I am because I'm actually a Mass Effect 3.
All right, guys, you want to
multiplayer
invalidate JT's opinion? He likes Andromeda.
No,
What?
okay.
Oh
no,
my
no, no.
I'm just kidding.
It was okay. It was okay. Does it go to places that the original
Don't
trilogy
you also
goes?
play 76?
No, I
I did.
hate that game. Oh wait,
I like Fallout 76.
you like that game?
Oh my god.
I don't like love it, but I
Why are
enjoy
you on this
it.
podcast, JT?
No, I enjoy it. Dude, I'm a multiplayer sucker. Okay, not everything needs a multiplayer, but Fallout. And
Now we know why he
multiplayer-
hates the new Combat Evolved because it doesn't have
You can build
multiplayer.
multiplayer, bro.
No, dude. That's funny. But Fallout 76. It's not my favorite, but it has its moments. You know.
It also
I'll play
has
it every
gotten
now and then.
better. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't say they redeemed it like No Man's Sky redeemed it, but
yeah,
like it's not like it's serviceable.
yeah,
I even cringe saying that because I don't like it personally, but
yeah. No,
people like it.
I would not take Fallout 76 over any of the single player Fallout games. But is it kind of fun?
It has the
right?
most retcons
Yeah.
of any Fallout game. I'm just saying.
But it's also kind of the farthest out, so could they get away with it?
No,
A little bit?
they reintroduced the Brotherhood like 100 years earlier in Fallout 76.
Oh,
It's like it's a huge blunder.
No, that's wild.
They better
But
not
yeah,
they better not bring that up in the show. It's like it's a touchy feely subject for us.
You can't you can't honestly, in my opinion, I don't think you could go wrong with saying any of these games
Can I spoil it
have
actually? Because you know how they wrote it out?
how.
They basically like so the Brotherhood of Steel chapter in 76 got into contact with Roger Maxon on the West Coast, which is the Brotherhood faction in the TV show, and
Yeah.
they all died, and that's why nobody knew they existed until 76. So like they copped
Oh,
out. They retconned it and then copped out.
interesting.
They
Yeah.
retconned their bruh.
They fixed their retcon by killing all of them off screen. Yeah, it's not good.
That's
Spoilers.
funny. Yeah, no, that's
It's
hilarious.
pretty
No,
terrible.
but I think you can't go wrong with saying any of these franchises have fucked up more than the other because Mass Effect, they still don't have their show and they still don't have their
The thing
sequel, and
is
they
with Mass Effect at least, like we just don't have anything. They haven't really fucked up.
Andromeda,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah. If
say.
anything, it's Andromeda was bad if you didn't like it, and then there just hasn't been anything.
The thing is I think Andromeda
But
is still a better game than Halo Infinite and Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition
I
and
wouldn't
76. I think
I wouldn't
Andromeda is
fully
better than
argue
all of
there.
those games.
I wouldn't fully argue with you there, but Halo Infinite, again, the bones were so solid, but then they just did all the dumbest things you could do, dude. They
There
got
was
rid
no
of
meat.
There was no meat, dude. They got rid of the
there was no
social
meat.
they got rid of the social aspect. They got rid of all the statistics. They got rid of freedom of
They changed
customization.
SWAT to Tactical Slayer.
No,
Like,
they
bro,
just made
come on.
stupid changes. They took
Like,
forever to
why?
release Forge. You know, there were dude. The
Yeah,
only
Forge or like, how long did it take for them to include like snipers or like
dude,
infection or whatever? Like, all the
yeah,
stuff we wanted in the game, they delayed like years.
yeah, and
And we're like,
also
why
Justin,
is this not at launch? Yeah,
get
yeah.
this, get this. When the multiplayer dropped, they dropped the multiplayer early because the campaign wasn't ready. So they released the multiplayer to kind of quell the fan outrage or whatever, right? They released the multiplayer. They only had quick play available. Quick play is, I think, Team Slayer, Oddball, and maybe
The one
King of the
where you
Hill. There was
like it's like the King of the Hill version where there's like the three of them. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But they had basically 3 modes in quick play, and you couldn't pick anything else aside from Bot Slayer. So
Damn.
they stuck everything into one mode, quick play, and then the only thing you could play for is the battle pass, and there's literally nothing else to play for.
Yo, can I
And they
guess?
made
Did people leave during certain game modes? They just be like, oh, I don't want to play this, and then dip?
that happened a lot. And
Yeah.
then they would
That's
I
what
think they would
happens when
throw
you
in
do a quick play only.
Yeah, dude, it was the worst thing ever, dude. Every Halo game up until that point, they would give you playlists. They would give you Team Slayer. They would give you King of the Hill. They would give you Oddball. They would give you all these modes, and all they had was quick play. There was
Yeah.
no Forge. There was no
I can't believe
campaign.
how long it's been since that came out.
Yeah,
It's been like
yeah,
almost 4 years, 5 years. Dang.
yeah, man. And then it's
Hey, at
on their
least you guys got a
janky.
game within the last 5 years.
But no, but dude, it was dude, it was janky. They didn't add content in forever. You know, there's still issues with it, inherent issues. And it was, live service problems, overpriced everything. It was a mess.
Can I
But
just say
the
I hate live service games, and like we are entering an era, hopefully, of like the live service model that Helldivers and Arc Raiders follows. Like
yeah,
I hope that if we're gonna keep doing crappy live service games, I hope we keep going down that trend,
yeah,
that model, because like both of
yeah,
those games are incredible. And
yeah,
like
pro consumer
they're
model.
yeah, pro consumer model. I know that's a very vague general term, but it's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, and even Marvel Rivals, I know not as many people play it these days, but dude,
Yeah, they did
you
a
buy
good
your
thing
battle
too.
pass.
They did really
Yeah,
good.
you buy your battle pass, you keep it forever, Also, they give you a lot of free stuff that you can unlock in the game. Arc Raiders does this too, like just keep that
Bro,
going.
they added
And
a samurai skin today.
oh, that's cool.
It's fire. Anyway, sorry, sidetrack.
No, totally. But
All
no,
these
dude, yeah,
franchises we love, and they get shafted. That's the TLDR.
I know.
I'm glad
Yeah,
we could talk about
it
it.
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah.
honestly it's so sad. Yeah, Justin said that he thought Fallout got shafted the most. Tyler, are you in agreement, or do you think one of the other ones?
Can I change my mind to Halo? Because Halo kind of
Halo is, dude.
like at least we
Oh,
got the
dude.
TV show for Fallout.
I know this. Dude,
I literally
there's
said that
no-
was like the
You know
only thing
what's
we got, but
crazy?
at least we have that.
There's nothing
I'm
positive
pretty
with
sure
Halo right
they've
now.
been working on they were trying to do, like, a Halo movie, like, a long time ago, and then they were
Yeah,
trying to
and then that
do,
got
like,
canceled.
a
Yeah,
show too,
that
and then they
changed
got
over
Yeah,
whatever the
time.
fuck
Halo
they
definitely
came
has
out
it
with, and
worse.
I'm like, "Dude, what?"
At least our
Yeah.
show came out and it wasn't trash.
Yeah, and it's good. I was gonna say now that we're like talking about it out loud, there hasn't really been anything Halo positive. I the only thing that's positive is every time a new Halo game releases, and I have false hope. That's the
It could
positive.
be this, but yeah, like I
It
don't
could
have
be
high expectations either.
Yeah, it could be this. And again, I sounded like a I sound like a huge doubter when I'm talking about the Halo campaign evolved. It's just because I have so many reservations, just because I've been let down so often. And Halo Studios, they haven't proven any reason for us to think that they'll turn it around. But I'm hoping that they prove me wrong. I really do, and it's totally possible. But it just depends on the pricing, it depends on the execution, it depends on all the changes. They're already making pointless
It's
changes.
all right.
Like they added like an ammo counter to the needler, right? Which is the weapon with like the spikes on the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what's dumb about that is that the needles are the ammo itself. So it's like,
Yeah,
why are
Yeah,
you
that's how
making
you know
these?
how much ammo you have, is
It makes no
that's good
sense. They're
game
just
design. What?
they're like, you couldn't tell how much ammo you had with the needles, so we're gonna add a counter for you. It's
Actually,
like so.
silly.
It is so like
It's
that
way
is
more
like
immersive. Like the needler is an iconic weapon. Even for me, I was never really played the Halo games. Like I played some multiplayer here and there. I've never played really the campaigns all the way through. Iconic
yeah.
weapon. Everyone uses it because it's freaking cool. You know that
Yeah.
and the like energy swords. You know, it's like these visually pleasing, stunning weapons, and then you get like I don't know. That is a weird change. I don't like that.
Yeah, and it's not the
So
biggest.
here's the real
Yeah,
question. So, JT, are you gonna buy the Campaign Evolved game?
Of course he
of
is.
course. Jinx, Jinx, of course I am. Of course I am. Because as concerned as I am, and as like downer as I sound, I love Halo. I want it to succeed. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a fair shake. Plus, I love Campaign Evolved. That's okay. The name is also cringe. I hate that name. It's awful.
I think
But
it's awesome.
you think
I think it's cool.
It's a
I
nice
think
play on words.
it's a nice play. Yeah, it's a nice play on words. Like, what else are they
no,
gonna
but
call it?
I saw a funny comment where they said Halo campaign evolved again.
I
And
can't.
it's like, I'm like that's so funny. Or Halo campaign revolved a second time. Like it's just so funny because we've had the campaign for a minute, but no,
But there's no multiplayer in it, so it you definitely know what you're getting with that title.
Yeah,
yeah, but
just the campaign.
you could have just named it. You could have just named it straight up Halo, and that would have just done the job. Because
No, if
there
they did
has
that
no.
and there was no multiplayer, people would be upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But wait, sorry, your question was, am I gonna get it? I am absolutely gonna get it because I want to give it a fair shake, despite my concerns. But I am a big Halo fan. I'm hoping for the best, and it looks good, right? Because it
It does look
yeah,
really nice. I
it
will say
resembles it.
visually, like,
It
yeah,
resembles it. Yeah. It doesn't all look bad, but yeah, Fallout, at least you got the show going. 76 is in a better state. And Mass Effect, I would also argue Mass Effect and Halo, because Mass Effect, their fans have gotten shit. So though they're in
yeah,
Mass Effect and Halo are in dire straits right now, but um, they're all in a really bad spot. So,
yeah.
but
I
oh my
agree.
gosh, oh my gosh, I'm glad, gentlemen, I'm glad we were able to talk about our some of our favorite games ever, and also we were able to trauma bond and talk about our you know oh oh my god, dude, our complaints with these games. They come from a
Yep.
place of love, people. They come from a place of love. We love these games. We hold them near and dear to our hearts. We played them a ton. We just want them to do well, and we hope that these devs learn from their mistakes and hear from the fans, because the fans, they don't always know everything, but they help make your game successful.
Dude, Todd
So
Howard, forgive me for my transgressions and being mean to you today. Please give me a good Fallout game. Please give me Elder Scrolls 6. Thank you.
Xbox Gaming, Microsoft, if you can hear me, please take care of Halo. I want to see more Halo games,
Honk
bro.
shoe, print more money, money printer go, brr, get out of my lobby, squirrel. Get Here's
what's it
another.
doing?
Here's Black Ops 7, nerd.
Oh my god, that's another franchise that's just progressively going
Yo, we could
downhill.
have talked about that one too, but I think maybe we could save that for its own
Yeah,
pod.
dude, save that for its own podcast. Plus, I don't think any of us are like tied to Call of Duty like we are with
Yeah.
these games. I
Also,
think, right?
I saw a clip of this guy in Arc Raiders was like he ran into like basically the whole lobby was friendly. And dude, they were all extracting, and he's like, "Does anyone want to play Black Ops 7 after this?" And they collectively started shooting him. I was like, deserved.
He's like, I'm just joking. He's like, I'm just joking. And they totally killed him. That was
That clip
so
was
funny.
hilarious. Yeah.
I saw that clip too, dude. The fact that that was like cycling everywhere. If you find it again, send that to me because I gotta send.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god, dude, that is so funny, man. But anyways, guys, that is our episode on Halo, Fallout, and Mass Effect. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was a really fun one to make. I love talking about these games. And after this episode, I'm going to try to help convince these boys to finally get around to playing some of them too. So, but thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.